Greetings, everyone. Happy 111. What are you wanting to manifest today? I am so excited and I cannot wait to bring on my special guest. Here she is. Hello there, loves. Okay. Boo. Hello there, Baz. Hello.
Did it work? Yay!
Yay! Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Perfect. My AirPods aren't working, so this is great. So I'm gonna just take them off.
Take them off, honey.
There
Let's
we go.
go. Let them
Not
go.
meant to be. Not meant to be. Hi.
How are you?
I'm so
Hi,
feeling the
Brandon.
energy here. How are you today?
I'm so good. I'm so excited because I feel like this is like the best way to be as intentional as possible with this. Like, it's such a powerful numerical portal, especially it being in alignment with the new moon that is this week, which I'll talk a little bit about. It's like,
Yes.
this feels so much closer to what like a new year is supposed to be than like the calendar year we celebrated already. So I'm excited.
I am so excited, and I feel like, I'm excited for you to definitely share more. I'm honored to have you on here. So feel free if you want to just introduce yourself a little bit and what it is that you do.
Yes. So hi everyone. So my name is Jessbeinspired. I'm a journalist and I'm a spiritual counselor. So I work a lot with studying the cosmos, studying astrology, tarot, all of the things, and sort of being able to present it in a way that is digestible and can help us work alongside it. So this week especially is a pretty astrologically significant week. I should actually grab my notes so that I have them near me. But
Yes.
I really wanted to do something in alignment with 111 because of the fact that it's a Monday, right? Happy Monday. It's a beautiful time to be intentional with how we want to start anew and how we want to plant the seeds for what forward looks like for us. And I also pulled some cards that are very in alignment with this message. So I
Yes.
kind of want to use my voice, and then obviously we'll do a meditation and Reiki, right? At the end.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
fun.
I know, guide us to a beautiful meditation. Hello there, Divine Healing Boutique. You guys check her out. She's a great soul. Got awesome crystals. Hello there, Big Fan. So, yeah, I figured that we could, you could guide us to a beautiful meditation. I love your guided meditations. And then as you're doing meditation, I'll just basically do some Reiki for the collective here and send, some beautiful messages out after we're done to hopefully put us in this alignment of this 111. I know that you definitely know more from an astrology sense, but just from 111, I don't know if anybody out there sees 111 or 1111, but this is the time, anytime you see ones, that is a manifesting number. So to have the 111 today on 111 and to be here meditating at 111 and receive Reiki, like just hold that intention of what it is that you truly desire.
Yeah, this is a huge, huge week for manifesting. You see it so many times every day. Well, yeah, so every repeating number, every angel number has its own individual message for you. But what I will say is that something consistent with the ones, like Jess said, has so much to do with manifesting. And also 111 is really indicative of what a new beginning is. It's starting something. It's the initiation. It's sort of taking that leap of faith and honoring whatever divine ideas are calling you right now. So what I will say is that being intentional with this energy really does look like honoring the seeds that you are planting for, new beginnings, what a new beginning, what a new career, new relationship, new sense of self looks like for you. I know we wanted to do something like at 111. So how do you want to navigate this, Jess?
I feel like let's maybe just get in and meditate, and then we'll just be meditating and in the flow while we're doing the Reiki so that we're just here. And how does that sound for everybody out there?
Yeah, I think we should already get into meditating so that like at 111, we're kind of already in the portal.
In that space. Yes.
And then afterwards we can like just kind of sum up what the energy is of this week and all of the things. So
I love it. Yep. Okay.
Perfect. So I invite you wherever you are to come into a comfortable position, making sure you're moving out any kinks, any parts of your body that need a little bit of nourishment and intention before settling back in. And when you're ready, I invite you to take a deep, deep, deep breath in, filling up the chest and lungs completely. Holding that at the top. Sighing it out. Taking another deep breath in, feeling the chest completely. Holding it at the top. And sighing it out. And in alignment with this sacred numerical day, I invite us to, let's take a timed breath, breathing into the count of 11 as slowly, as intentionally as you can. Holding it. And exhaling to that same count. Releasing completely before one last time, breathing into the count of 11. Holding that at the top. Harnessing that beautiful divine energy before releasing, exhaling fully and slowly, controlled to the counts of 11. And as you allow your breathing to return to an organic rhythm, I invite you to embrace the stillness that you're cultivating in this moment. Resting any part of your body in which you are holding tension. Loosening your eyebrows, your jaw, allowing your shoulders to fall. Feeling safely supported, feeling open, feeling protected and safe. Tapping into our sacral chakra, this area right below the navel, this orange energy center, this is where we manifest. This is where we create. This is where we give birth to new ideas, new identities, new realities. I invite you to bring your hands over this area, really connecting. To the easel of your life, to the paintbrush of your journey's canvas. Knowing that from this power, from this energy that you harvest, that you are able to give birth to whatever it is you desire. And so at 111, on 111, breathing into this area, seeing the orange expand and contract as we breathe out. Visualize, what do you want to give birth to in this new era, in this new chapter of your life? Who do you want to be? What hobbies do you choose to take on? How do you wish to serve? In what ways do you choose to evolve? fully and wholeheartedly tapping into what this reality feels like when you're in it. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? Continually breathing into the sacral chakra, noticing this orange, vitally orange and vibrant energy moving in and out and through you. Seeing the possibility of what your choices can gift you. Who are you on the other side of this new beginning? And what choices can you make to honor that truth? As we take a couple more deep breaths with our hands and intentions into our sacral chakra. Really settle your hands in the soil of what this garden of creation is for you. And having a clear idea and a clear vision of who you are and what life is on the other side of your intention looks like. What does nourishing this seed look like now? The same way that water and sunlight help a plant to grow, what is required of your intention to aid it in growing? Is it commitment, consistency, alleviating yourself of fear and doubt? What choice is in alignment with this chosen reality? Bringing your hands back, either facing up or resting in your knees and your thighs. Taking a deep, deep, deep breath in. And sighing it out when you're ready. Know that as long as it can be seen in your mind's eye, it is within grip of your physical reality. As long as you nourish it and are intentional with choice. When you're ready, we can begin to bring some movement back into your body, maybe raising your arms up and spreading out any of the energy we just cultivated before coming back. If any visions were seen in that, feel free to share in the chat. Jess, thank you for providing that Reiki healing during that. That was so intentional.
I can't even deal with this. Wait, hold on, Jasmine.
It's the I am manifesting.
It's the I am manifesting, the sacral chakra, which you have this beautiful collection of color healing teas. And so I'm literally wearing the I am manifesting sacral chakra. I was like, what shirt do I want to wear today? I'm like, this one.
That makes me so, so happy. And the reason why, and I'm so excited to hear the messages that you shared, but like, there's, of course there is.
Yeah, of course.
But what I wanted to just, my intention is because this new moon on Wednesday, and I'll talk a bit about it, but it is so directly in alignment with choosing what we want to dedicate and commit to this next year and being intentional with like the actual tangible steps that it'll take. So I was hoping that just to invite you to sort of see like, okay, this is what I want for myself. I see it, I feel it, I see how accessible it is to my reality. But also getting clear on like, well, what are the steps in alignment with that? And what does nurturing that seed look like? And so, yeah, but please share any messages that you got, and then I'll go on my tangent.
Yeah, so I'm so excited because we got some powerful messages today, and the energy is going to keep on coming throughout the day. But the animal that we channeled today for this collective is rhino, which is so interesting because I haven't actually worked with the rhino's energy in quite some time. So feel free, if anybody here knows anything about the rhino, likes rhinos, I'd love to hear anything you want to drop in the comments. But the rhino is a very strong animal. It's very grounded, it's massive, and it's like, so the first message I got was in our heart chakra, which is now is the time to deeply go into what nourishes my heart and not allow any distractions or pattern interrupts to get into the way. So really think about what nourishes your heart and leaning into that energy, and anything that distracts it, anything that is a pattern interrupt for that vibration of what your heart truly wants, now is the time to really just lean in to the nourishment versus the distraction. Lean into the infinite versus the limited, right? And then I was asking why we received this message, and I was brought to then the crown chakra, which is our connection to our faith, our connection to our highest self. And the message is because let today be a reminder that we can always choose a new thought, a new direction, a new shift. So what thought would you like to shift into today? So this is the time for today to just be in this magical energy of, whoa, I get to create space for a new thought, a new shift of energy, a new perspective. Whatever it is, this is the time to keep reaching for that. The word nourish is in my human design, and the rhino is a spirit animal my friend gave to me last night. Wow. And that the rhino was on a sticker. I love this. Yes. And by the way, check out this amazing sticker. She's amazing. Inspire and level up. I also see that we had Eileen join. Thank you also too for all of you lovely souls that are joining us. And then I was brought to the sacral chakra, which is the connection to fertility, bringing in that new space, letting go of our fears. And I draw from all that I wish to create. I draw from all that I wish to create. So whenever we lack doubt, whenever we perhaps don't necessarily believe in our abundance, right? Remember that abundance comes from our possibility to create, from our power of creation. So now is the time to keep drawing in from the energy of how you can create, right? So I create new foundations all the time. So this is the overall message. Today I begin with a new thought, okay? So go to what nourishes your heart. Anything that distracts it, keep leaning into what nourishes it. Really remember that today is a reminder for you to know that you can choose again. A new thought, a new direction, a new shift. And whenever doubt comes up, lean into the infinite of what you can create. So I'd love to hear what today for you guys, what's your new thought going to be? Please feel free to leave it in the comments. Let me see. Let me just see what this says, and then I want to hear from you. Strong. I can see the rhino plowing through any blocks you have. Yes. There is no stopping the rhino. Yep. Love that leaning into the nourishment. Yes. I love to change our thoughts. We have unlimited possibilities. Yes. So I want to hear from you guys. What is the new thought you're going to choose today?
That is so, can I just first say that the first card that I pulled this morning when I was asking for sort of like what the collective message is in terms of like in relation to 111 to this new moon in Capricorn, choose wisely.
Wow.
And what I want to immediately say with this card and with this energy is that we can immediately get fixated on the plans that we've made for ourselves, especially in this last year in 2020. I feel like we were so intentional with coming back to self that we were like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do. I know what my story looks like. I know what my plan is. And what we don't realize is that choice is malleable. Time is malleable. Who we are today may not be who we were yesterday. And it's okay to change the plan. It's okay for course of action to shift. Releasing, absolutely. And I think like an alignment with releasing is releasing expectation and releasing attachment to the plans that we've cultivated, knowing that choice can change. You can decide to go a different way. You can decide to talk to a different mentor. You can decide to work alongside a timeline that is so ever changing. So the first card that came out, it's like choosing your new beginning to be just in alignment with how you're feeling right now. Follow how your heart is telling you right now, because the two cards that came out right after this, permission to change and to shift gears. I think it's important that we gift ourselves permission. I think when we emotionally commit to something, we think that we need to abide by it no matter what shift in feeling comes afterwards. But it's really important that we allow ourselves to know that, like, we evolve, relationships evolve. You could have promised yourself to someone and soon later realize that the story you've chosen is different now. You're different now. You want something different. So with this first card coming up, it's like, it's choosing the beginning. Go ahead. Sorry, I feel like there's a lag.
No, I just have to say that what comes up for me is that we get to change our mind. But go ahead. No, sorry.
You get to change your mind. No, absolutely. Thank you, Jess, because you get to change your mind. Your mind is yours to change. Your energy is yours to choose where it gets poured into. It's okay for plans to change because it's always in alignment with what is the best and highest possible divine results. And the two cards that I got following it, one was discontent and boredom, and the other was prosperity begins. So it's really clear.
One more time? Can we do that one more time? I'm sorry. Yes.
Of course we can. Of course we can. The first one was discontent and boredom, and this is someone who's kind of like surrounded by magic, but is not even choosing to see it. And the second one was prosperity begins, really enjoying the fruits of your labor, really growing that tree. And so what I immediately take from this, new thought for today, don't overthink, everything will work out. Oh my God, I'm gonna get to that because overthinking has, I think, really played a detrimental role into this whole entire thing. But when you choose wisely and making sure that that choice, just as Jess shared, is in alignment with what your heart desires. Because if you are choosing a choice to abide and err on the side of safety and err on what, you know, is expected of you, or what you think you need to do, what you think will keep you financially afloat, or what you think will piss off the least amount of people, you're going to be met with discontent and boredom because you're not honoring your soul. You're not creating, you're not in a space where you are honoring and showing up and committing to your authenticity. But if you do choose to follow what you authentically want, if you do choose to allow yourself to change your mind, to explore these different avenues that are calling your soul, that's where prosperity begins. That's where you really are in alignment with what fulfillment is supposed to mean. I think we're told that fulfillment looks like monetary exchange, and it looks like this kind of security and making sure that your family is happy and that your home is safe. But like honoring true fulfillment, which is joy. Yes. Oh my God. All these comments are giving me so much life.
I know, they're so great.
With time. Yeah. 111 is all about like, what is the new beginning that you are choosing, not the new beginning that's expected of you. And sorry, I've been talking. So Jess, if you have anything to say,
no,
please.
My God, I love you talking. Please, let's read some of the comments. I love you talking.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was saying, we get to change our mind. Like, just remembering that. Yeah. Let's see. New thought for not to overlook, inspire, and level up. Boredom is the lack of creativity. When we are not playing, we are not aligned. Yes, I love that. Just told myself this. I love it. Hi, Nicole. Bye bye. Hi, loves. Well, yeah, this is so great. I'm gonna pull a crystal card for us.
Please. And one last thing I'll say while you're doing that is what we said about about play is so important. I think that we have been heavily chained by a state of planning and making sure that everything is perfectly executed, and we're thinking very logically, and we're thinking in terms of like how we will protect ourselves and build this foundation of self, and like coming back to what play looks like, coming back to what joy looks like for the sake of joy. I feel like we don't have to monetize our joy. We don't have to squeeze productivity out of joy.
Yes.
But we can just actually enjoy for the sake of enjoying, and following that is going to be really, really, really powerful in terms of choosing what this new beginning is. But go ahead, Jess. Tell me about this card.
No, I want to actually, if you don't mind, before I share this card, because you were going to say a little bit about the new moon coming up. I'd love to just hear that. Yes, just really quick.
So the reason why this is why choice especially is such a huge like just energy right now is because we have this new moon on Wednesday, which is in the sign of Capricorn. It's the very first new moon of 2021, which Jess and I will be doing a little Zoom event. If you guys want to join, feel free to DM us. We'll do like a Reiki and tarot astrology event. But it basically, I think if there's anything that's really in alignment with like this new year, it's going to be the new moon in Capricorn, because it's giving us tangible permission to plan alongside these intentions that are actually honoring our desires right now. So breaking free of the expectations of what you thought you wanted, of what others expected of you, really allowing yourself to change your mind, allowing yourself to pivot, allowing yourself to honor what you're being called to pour nourishment into right now, and making tangible plans for it. Capricorn is an earth sign. It's all about what it can quantify. So like, okay, what does showing up for this new hobby look like for me? Does it look like, you know, dedicating to writing a page of my book a day? Does it look like actually making sure that I'm changing my diet and exercise regimen? Does it look like something that I can actually physically pull up to daily? And honoring and being intentional with that is going to be really, really, really good in terms of seed planting for this new moon. And it's just an excellent manifesting energy, especially with this 111 portal that we're walking through. So like, be as specific as you can with manifesting during this lunar cycle, and making sure that what you are manifesting is in alignment with your authenticity. And only you know, like, stop taking into account any external opinion, any external validation, and just like, what does your soul want? If it wants more play, how are you going to tangibly prioritize putting play into your schedule? And if it does look like honoring this new project, this new relationship, this new commitment to self, does it look like having, you know, a spiritual routine every morning? Does it look like actually going on dates? Does it look like, you know, what actual, also within, I want to know more about this 111 portal. I need the Wednesday link. I will absolutely link you a tea.
Totally.
Totally. But this 111 portal, like we were saying earlier, it's just all about, 111 is indicative of new beginning. But I think the message that comes here is, what new beginning are we choosing for ourselves? That's in alignment with what our personal schedule of evolution is. You know, we are allowed to change our minds, we are allowed to pivot, and and honoring that. But I will continue afterwards, but I want to give Jess a chance.
I love listening to you. I could just listen to you talk all day. So it's great. So like, please, I love hearing you speak. But so insightful. And you know, one of the things that you said that really I think was so beautiful, besides so many, but one thing that I really liked is, what is it that your soul really wants, right?
Yeah.
So often we just think of what we need from a space of what we perhaps like need in the sense of like our abundance or this or that. But when do we really ask our soul what it wants? So that's a great question to maybe ask yourself, you know, when you're thinking of what is your new thought today, how does it really align with your soul as well? What does your soul really want? And so the card that I pulled, this is amazing for everybody out here. New opportunities. The crystal is green aventurine. So this is the stone of opportunity, guys. This is a crystal that really helps to balance that heart chakra and to bring in luck, to bring in abundance and new energy. Green is all associated with the heart chakra, and this crystal is all about growth. It's all about renewal. So how can you allow yourself today to bring in that new thought, really asking, what is it that your heart really needs to nourish itself, and what your soul truly wants to come from creating new opportunities from that space, from your heart space, from your soul space, and really just thinking about what is the shift of energy that's going to align with that frequency.
Girl, yes. Can I just say also, green has been a really prominent color right now. If you're
wearing it,
if you're interested in working with color healing, green is this week's color for sure, because it's coming back to earth. It's coming back to what's tangible, especially with this moon transit in Capricorn. But what I will say is that everything you just said, yes, especially, I don't know if any of you guys have watched the movie Soul, but it's kind of like, it's the main lesson of this movie, which is that sometimes our purposes and sometimes fulfilling what joy looks like to us isn't immediately tied to a career or to something that, like, you know, we don't have to tax what our joy is. Sometimes fulfilling your soul looks like prioritizing more time for play. You painted your nails jade green. You're on it. You're honestly
I love it. I'm wearing green too. I'm like, I gotta get on some green. I gotta do laundry, but I gotta get some green.
So definitely wear green this week. Work with green. Come back to earth. Come back to soil. Come back to spending time in grass. Come back to knowing who you are when you're outside of stimulation. I think especially with so much going on, and especially with the shift from 2020 to 21, I feel like we've been really tied to technology. We've been tied to digital living and digital connection, and that's great. But really coming back to what living outside of all of this looks like, and really just coming back to what can be as like quiet as possible in your mind is going to be really imperative in you developing awareness on what you look like when you aren't trying to impress anybody, on what you look like when you're not trying to fit into some sort of outside mold. So yeah, honoring that I think is really important.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Should we do a quick recap for everybody?
Yes, love
Let's
that.
do a
So
recap.
recap, which hobby you just joined taking. So what I would say is that this new moon on Wednesday is going to be an incredible. I think we've all walked into 2021 sort of expecting for there to be an immediate shift.
Yes.
And we were like humbled when things got crazier. But what I will say is that if there's any energy that's indicative of like, okay, this is a period where we are going to shift, and this is a period where we are going to start anew, it's this Wednesday. It's this 111 portal that we're talking on today, and it's this Wednesday. Really being intentional with like the seeds that you want to plant that are in alignment with the desires your soul is asking of you right now. Not what has been expected of you, not what you planned maybe back then when you were a different person, because we are reborn every morning. So funny, I just looked over to see my green pillow and it says joy in front of you. Yes, joy is not measured by monetary value, by anything outside of what simply feeds and nourishes your soul. So really coming back to intention with that, and then planning alongside. This new moon is all about setting a clear-cut, intentional plan on how you want to show up to these intentions that you're setting for yourself. If you want to take on a new project or start a new relationship or start a new routine, how are you going to honor that tangibly, the way that you would anything else, right?
I love it. And for me, harness that energy of the rhino, that strength. Feel free to look up the Google meaning of rhino. Loving to hear what this is, but it's all about the strength. And today your spiritual homework is, what is the new thought that you are going to begin with today? Really go into your heart, leaning into what nourishes it versus what distracts it. Really remember that you always get to choose again. You get to choose a new direction, a new shift, okay? So really, what are you shifting into today that really speaks to having that faith in yourself? And remember, if any lack or anything of just non-nourishment comes in, pour from that space of creation. You are the creator. You are the manifester. And this is your time to just let yourself start with a new opportunities are obviously here. And when you can pour from that energy, that frequency from a heart space, like this beautiful card is saying, that's where you get to really flourish. And the more joy you follow, that's where you get to be in the vibration of creating even more space for you.
Choose wisely though, bitches. Choose wisely.
Yes.
Because you can honor a false reality, but you're just going to be met with discontent and boredom. You can honor, what's expected of you. You can honor a plan that maybe you've outgrown, but, you think you need to stick to because you don't want to disappoint people or whatever the case may be. But that's going to stifle your true sense of joy. And if you just choose to honor what your heart is asking of you, that's prosperity, baby. Period. And I would also say, wear your green this week. Wear green. Come back to your green
this week. Yes.
Your greens, smoke your greens, whatever you do. Get back to green aventurine, but like really come back to the color green, come back to earth, come back to Gaia. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I have to say thank you so much. And I know that anybody who's out there who wants to join our new moon workshop, it is this Wednesday. We can direct message you the link. I'll also put it up in my bio. So anybody who wants to join, let us know. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
It's going to be having the lovely Jasmine, you're going to be guiding us through meditation.
Yes, breath work.
Yes.
All of that.
And then we also have Zoflo, who's going to be doing some tarot, also talking about the astrological weather. And I'll be doing some awesome Reiki messages for all of you. Oh, I'm so glad that this was amazing.
Love you guys. Thank you. Enjoy your day today. Be as intentional as you can today. Be as off the internet as you can today. Come back to you. Journal. Do all of the things.
Yes. What's your new thought going to be today? What is your new thought?
How am I going to allow myself to change my mind?
So what's your new thought going to be today?
Oh, mine. I'm going to choose to see myself as somebody who already made it. I'm tired of waiting until you know what I mean? Waiting until then to say that I made it, but I already did it. It's been done.
I love it. I think my new thought today is that I don't have to always be busy to think that I'm creating. Like there's time,
Fuck
like my
that.
new thought is like, I get to relax when I need it.
I get to relax. I get to play 100%.
Yes.
Prioritize
Yes.
it. Just schedule it in the same way you would a meeting or anything. Yeah.
Exactly.
Arrived. Oh, I
She's
love you
right.
guys. Thank you so
Hey there,
much.
Jody. And if anybody wants to follow up and just connect with you, how can they do that?
Oh, yes. You can follow me at Jasmine Kylene, lalialuna.tv if you want to buy shirts or any of those things. DM me if you want to join on Wednesday. And otherwise, yeah, I just love each and every one of you. Enjoy today.
I love this. I love this. People, Amy said, I'm going to believe in myself. Yes.
Period.
I believe you, Amy.
As you should.
Yes.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, I'm so excited.
What
Also
a
going to
great
share this
collective. Happy 111, everyone.
Happy
this seems like
111.
a great way to be, and I'll be back on here later with Ikaru doing
Yay,
card readings and Reiki readings. So I'll see you guys later. Cool. But I love you, and I
love you.
Thank you enough for joining. You always inspire my soul. That's what I'm gonna say.
I love you so much. I adore you, and I will literally talk to you in like 10 minutes.
I love you. That sounds great. Cool.
Bye,
All
guys.
right, bye, guys. Have a beautiful day. Happy manifesting. Yes. All right, guys. So that was the lovely Jasmine Kylene. I love her. She's amazing. Check her out and follow her. I'll see you guys later at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Hello Ikaru. We're going to be doing card pulls and also Reiki readings individually for people. You don't want to miss it. Make sure if you really want a reading to jump on at 5, because last time we did book up, which we're so grateful for. So we decided to bring it again for this powerful 111 day. So as I leave, it is 11 people on here. So my time to go. Happy manifesting.